Here's who I got. Josh, come here. Take care, buddy. Alright, so I'm here and we're up against the wall. We're working, things are happening, but let's say we end up chest to chest here, right? Boom, we're in this over-under, bad things are happening and I don't like it, right? So, first thing we're going to do is work on getting him to the wall. So if I'm here and I have my underhook on this side, overhook on this side, first thing I'm going to do is collapse the overhook down as low as I can. Where I get him, see how that kind of pinch and leans him? Then I'm going to lock my hands on the hip on the same side of the overhook. So I'm here, lock and lock. Now, once I get there, all I'm going to do is step out and step in, quarter turn. And when I put him against the wall, my head is a unicorn and I'm stabbing him right under his beard. So we're out against the wall here. Boom, we're right here. I lock my hands, quarter turn, and I get my head position in first. Because all we're going to do is walk him up into that wall, and then I'm going to use my legs as a knee sweep. So I'm going to use that head position to get him up onto his tippy toes, sweep, and turn. So we're here, we're grappling, things are happening, boom, I end up in this over-under position, chest to chest. Flap on the elbow, hands to that side hip. I turn and pinch the elbow here, get him against that wall. As soon as I get against the wall, I head position up. I'm going to lift him up, sweep with my outside leg, right on the thigh. Lift, and I'm setting him gently right now, but if I didn't like him, I would drop and drive my head. And actually put some pressure here. Because the second we get here, I'm unlocking my hands. If I can, I'm stepping over here. And I apply as much violence as needed to get referee step in. All the violent things you can do with that.
That's actually what I'm good about.
Just working on a good upper body takedown. Questions on this? Yeah, we'll go through it a couple of times. Questions on the actual technical side of this? You need to see it. Oh, Carson, you're big. Yeah. So we're here, we're chest to chest. Carson's very southpaw. See my Instagram story if you just want to know how I feel about that. I collapse my elbow down. I step, turn, get Carson against the wall. Find my head position. See how I'm driving my head position in as a weapon here? I want him. How comfortable is that? Wonderful. He's really relaxed there. No, I want him to start doing that tippy toe to get away from the pressure. So if I'm here and Carson's comfortable, he's going to start to counter and do stuff. I don't like that. Stop it. You don't move until I do. Lift and turn.
Another way to do it.
Alrighty, drill her out. 1, 2, 3. Come here with Josh. Boom. I do that same thing to get myself off the wall, right? I'm pinching at the elbow. That's how I'm getting this arm collapse down. I step, turn, right? I get him to this wall. But as I drive him in, I get this head position, right? Let's assume he doesn't totally suck at grappling. We always have to kind of assume our opponents aren't terrible. So he's here, he's going to start to move and do stuff. So it's going to make hitting that leg sweep a little bit harder, right? So once we're here, all we're going to do is I'm going to still hit that in, but I'm going to turn my hands over. So my hands are here, I roll them over. Here, I roll them over, start bear hugging him down that wall. Once you get there, step over. Wake up, choose violence in that. Just a simple bear hug that we've worked before out in open mat. You're just using the wall to slowly drag him down in at this point. Let him feel the impending doom before you get there. So we're here, boom, I get in this lock, I'm working, get my lock, get him turned, right? here, try to sweep, it's not working. I roll my hands over, pull his hips in. Like I'm trying to hit that low row type position. Like I'm pulling him in with my hands here. That's gonna drive his hips forward, and with your head pressure, you should be making him do that back bend position. I just watched the new Matrix movie, right? You want that Matrix lean going out of this. So I'm here, boom, I drive in, here. You know how naturally he starts to use the Matrix? Boom, I'm very carefully setting him down because I like him. But generally, you drive your head through and slam him into the mat. Boom, if you can, step into mount, escape those hands. The violence is needed. The only thing you gotta be careful about, his feet are near the wall. So you just gotta be aware of kind of him trying to use that wall to buck. So the only thing I would do here is I would cross my heels and then violence. Drive your hips forward, cross your heels. Because now if he starts to use the wall or buck or do anything, my hips are locked in still. All right. Questions on this? Like I said, setup's the same to that turn. The only difference is that back breaker. So if I hit it from out here, all I'm doing, my hands are up. My hands roll down. As they roll down, they pull in. That then allows me to apply head pressure. And I walk him over. Even Josh, at too large muscular man that he is, I can still bend him over. Questions? See it? 1, 2, 3. All right. So I'm here. I've hit that body lock. I get to here, right? But let's assume that I've tried to hit that sweep. Doesn't work. I've tried to backbreaker, but he's figured it out. Base. That most people, when they hit this wall, are going to start spreading their feet, sitting into that wall, and figuring out, okay, how much base mass can I get into this wall so that I can't get taken out easily. If you're going to take me down, you're going to have to work for it. So I'm here. Josh, smart kid. He starts sitting down, right? Boom. All I'm going to do is I'm still going to keep that head position, but most people are going to turn and have 1 foot forward, which is fine. Boom. Because all that's going to do is bring that foot out from the wall just that little bit. I'm going to keep my head position, reach my ankle in, pull their leg out. Now, they should end up pinned against the wall like this. Guess what that means? Congrats. Posture up. Violence is needed. So this works from a couple different ways. If they turn or don't turn, I don't care. But a lot of people will sit into the wall here and start to really base, which then allows for me to hook that ankle. Take them down. Because they're based into the wall, it's not spread evenly. They think the wall will naturally give them the base they need. They're like, oh, I can just sit, like wall sit into this. Well, the second you rake one of those legs out, base is gone, you can take them down. So I'm here. I don't want this happening. I try ball break. Okay. I scoop a leg, drive in. Drive them up against the wall. You get here. Violence as needed. Questions on this?
Were you still doing that same like hand motion?
Still pulling him in, more focused on the leg. Like I'm keeping this tight. Like when I'm here, I'm keeping it tight to him, but I'm not like that's not the focus of my motion. Focus is reaching for that ankle and then pulling it back. That'll naturally, just keeping that lock tight will give you what you need to finish this.
Are you putting more pressure with your head or your shoulder at that point as you're driving?
For which portion? Like when I'm hooking the ankle?
No, as he comes down, are you using your head to...
Yes, my head is always driving through his throat.
Okay.
Because I explained it this way, Julian, so I'll explain it to you this way. You're a smart kid, right? So if I ask you simple math questions, you can answer them, right? 10 plus 10 equals? 10 times 10 is? Okay. Great. What's 10 plus 10? Math questions get a lot harder to answer when you're uncomfortable. So if I'm here with him, right, and I'm in this position, and my head's in here, how comfortable are you right now?
Not at all.
So if I made you have to do high-level problem solving, ain't gonna fucking happen because his brain's focused on the fact he's being choked and his neck's twisted. The more I can get him focused on pain and what I'm doing, the less he can focus on countering. If I have time, you know, you grab me up against this wall and you're in on like a double, let's say. I'm here, I'm sat against the wall. I'm comfortable. Like, it's not great, but like, all right, what do I want to do? I can counter, I can do all this stuff. But the second he comes up our body and starts driving a head into my shit, motherfucker, what am I going to do? I just want to get this head away from me. My focus then becomes head off my neck, not counter and escape. So that's why we're focusing on that head pressure and using it. Because the simple point is, if I can get you to focus on this, the magic trick happens with my other hands. How many of you guys know my upright guilty pleasure is up-close magic? How many of you guys do that? If you ever want to give me something as a gift, I don't accept gifts from many people. A magician is the only thing I will accept. I love it. It's my guiltiest pleasure. Because I love the intricacies. I know magic's not real, but like what they're doing and the way they're able to do it with props and things they have, I fucking love it. Worked at our Christmas party this year. It was on Zoom and it was a fucking magic show. Oh, I was a little kid. But the reason it works is they're telling you a story and doing things, but they're getting you to focus on the wrong thing. So if I'm doing all this, right? Boom, we're doing all this, and I'm like, oh man, you should really focus on this hand right here, right? The magic trick happens with this hand. I'm getting you to think about the hips and the hands, and I'm driving. That's the more of that you can do, the trickier it seems. And the trickier you can seem, the more tentative I can make him. Does that make sense? That's why. If I get him focusing on the neck, he doesn't realize I'm sweeping the ankle. Make sense? All right, shoulder out. 1, 2, 3.